I'm a vet, and that kind of got me upset listening to that speech. I've been going around the country, working with Veterans for Peace. I was just down at the rally for Bradley Manning. I've been meeting a lot of kids coming back from Iraq, Afghanistan. They got a lot of problems. They're in big trouble. We got to stop these wars. We really have to. As of 3 days ago, a mission statement was put out by the National Office of Veterans for Peace. We're setting up veterans peace teams.
I'm working on that.
And it's going to be veterans who are committed to non-violently standing between cops and occupations around the country. Training is going to start within the next couple weeks. I'm going up to meet with the national organizer in Woodstock, New York next week. So watch for that. But reach out to these kids coming back. If you run into these kids, really take the time to talk to them, because they need all the support they can get. A lot of them are killing themselves now because the Veterans Administration, when they come back, instead of helping them, is giving them boxes of drugs. They're giving them psychotropic drugs. The suicide rate of returning veterans is higher than the amount of veterans that are being killed in combat. The suicide rate of returning veterans is higher than the amount of veterans that are being killed in combat in Iraq, Afghanistan, and where else ever we got wars going on around this planet. And I feel bad about what's happening with these kids, but if you run into them, take time to speak with them and give them some heart, because we want to help them out, because they got used and they got abused by this country, and it's up to us to try to keep them alive and give them support. That's about all I got to say.
Thank you.
Mic check! Mic check! It's getting very cold out here.
It's getting very cold out here.
Eat, drink, and be merry. I'm with Occupy Wall Street!
Yeah, winter's come. Some people have taken shelter.
Cold.
Well, I mean, we still come out. Everybody will be out a little later this afternoon.
They will. They come out. So where did they spread out to, for the most part? Other occupations.
Yeah, there's occupations going on in Harlem, Brooklyn, all over. I actually came up here from Occupy Atlanta.
Well, my wish and for Christmas and New Year's combined for the rest of this year and all next year is that I wish for the people who see the world is flat to start seeing that the world is round.
This is the privilege pyramid. 1% have all the privileges and 99% have no privileges. My mission is to bring the idea of privilege into the protest movement.
And I'm still occupying because it's bigger than that. It's bigger than jobs. It's bigger than Wall Street. It's bigger than healthcare. We're talking about basic human rights and injustices against the people of all nations, not just the United States, but all around the world.
We're still very much alive. We meet every single day at 60 Wall Street, and we talk about action and different steps that we need to take together as a community. Outreach is still going out there and outreach in the community. I've been in the trains for about a whole month straight. After the eviction, it was just the main thing is to keep the word out there. There's a lot of talk about 2012. I think it's more likely just a time of enlightenment. Like, people really are just waking up. This is what we do here every day. There's information, all kind of things, because there's too much misinformation that exists in the world. A lot of like the corporate media and a lot of that's controlled by big money interests. You know, we know that they've been putting their propaganda out there, and they've been influencing the nation, and they've been doing it for a long time. Like the sodium fluoride in the water, like the chemical trails putting aluminum in the atmosphere, like the fracking when people are, you know, making these natural gas projects, and it's really harmful to the environment, and it's actually fracturing the earth and releasing gases into the earth that, you know, they're down there for a reason. There's a process that the earth is going through with that gas, and it's if we fracture it and release it out and spills happen, like it pollutes water, agriculture. You know, that's our whole way of life. You know, there's no water that we can drink, and there's talk of water wars and all this stuff. So like, we're aware of so many things that are going on in the world that affects human society, human civilization, and the well-being of us all. The economic system and how it's about to collapse because it's an economic system that makes money out of nothing and creating so much debt that it's not a debt we'll ever be able to repay. And people are waking up and finding out that this collapse happens, inevitable. It's happened throughout history. Technically, we should have collapsed a long time ago. Eliminate that need of making profits that is killing the earth right now, and it's killing us because we're all connected. Eliminate that need of making profits that is killing the earth right now, and it's killing us. Let's unfuck this mess, because it's a big mess. We gotta get together and clean it up. And we shouldn't be out there killing people to support our way of life. Produce these wars, and that's the way that America wants to communicate with the world, is through war and through force. You know, that is not the American way. That has never been the American message. I didn't sign up to be in the Marine Corps to kill other people in another land just to support the lifestyle. You know, I wanted to protect freedoms of people and the freedom of the people, and it turns out that nobody's really free in this system. We are not free. We are slaves.
You guys pull buttons?
No, we're out of buttons.
You got any stickers?
Nope, no more stickers. We ran out of stickers.
Threatening to arrest people for taking their pictures. That's a violation of the First Amendment. Don't tell me what to do. I can do anything I want to. This is America. I have a First Amendment. I'm a fucking veteran. I fought for the First Amendment. If I want to speak to him, I will do it. I spoke to him. He threatened people to lock him up for taking his picture. He's live. He can't do that.
He knows very well that he can't.
No, he can't lock up anybody for taking his picture. He's in the public. I'm straightening him out. He needs to know what the law is. He doesn't. I have a right to yell. I have a right to say anything I want to, as long as I'm not threatening you and people have a right to take your picture. That is the law. If you want to arrest me for screaming, I will scream if I want to. I will scream. I will say anything I want to. I am speaking. No, I have a First Amendment right to speak. I have a First Amendment right to yell. That is America. I'm a Vietnam vet. I fought for the right to speak in public. And you are not going to shut me up just because you have on a police uniform. The First Amendment gives me the right to yell, to speak, to take your picture. And don't act like a Nazi, because this isn't Nazi Germany. I know what the law is. You're just a bully. That's what you are. You're a bully. Merry Christmas, bully.
Happy holidays to everybody. Just spending it well. Those that matter. Family, friends, whomever it is. Enjoy.
We're gonna learn from our experience and we're gonna occupy better in 2012.
This spring?
Yeah, we're gonna learn from our experiences. You know, we achieved very big thing, you know. Now our terms are all over the world, like 99% social justice, economic justice, you know, all over the world. That's the achievement, right? But downside is police can infiltrate and make decisions and make everything bad. This is what happened here in this park. it was against democracy, you know. Police came and they made us small. Now we're small. We're not like 1 month ago, 2 months ago. This Christmas, we should be all over downtown Manhattan, big. But because of our mistake, we're small. So we learn from our experience. So this time, we're gonna make a better moment. So 2012 will be much better.
Anywhere there's an injustice, it needs to be addressed, and that's why we're all here.
Merry Christmas. Coffee and donuts, that's where your money's going. Taxpayers' money. Let's lower the taxes, end foreclosure, and more teachers, more nurses. Yeah, I want Bradley Manning out of prison. I want all charges dismissed. He's a soldier in Fort Meade. He's 23 years old. He gave up secrets. I caught the CIA and the government. Look him up, BradleyManning.org. Also look up HR 645. GoArmy.com.
Now, to me, the history of the protest movement is privilege is the elephant in the room no one talks about. Protest movements like Occupy Wall Street, Marxist-Leninist groups against racism or sexism, or national liberation struggles like Vietnam, or religious liberation theologies, all are attempts to understand privilege. Here we are trying to understand privilege. Okay, just another scientifically, Einstein said the speed of light is the same in all directions, and I say privileges are the same in all directions, bad. The protest movement in general thinks that, as I say, the merited privileges are good and the unmerited privileges are bad, but really, when you have the unequal relationships, that's what causes the killing and the torture, etc.
My dream for the new year, my hope for the new year is that we don't lose our conviction in the New York winter, and that we keep going as strong as possible, and that we tough out this really rough path that we're on, and we do the work, because without the work, nothing's ever going to happen. Without the work, nothing's ever going to happen. And we get together, we have unity. We need so much unity to move forward, and we get back to convicted to the movement. It's about the movement. It's not about an individual. It's about the movement. It's about the world. The individual is important because the individuals make up the movement, but I believe in my whole heart more than anything else in the world in this movement. Without this movement, I have no hope for my future. And so this movement, it's not that I want this movement to succeed, I need this movement to succeed. So we have to keep trying and have to keep working really, 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 really hard. And I love everybody.